Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo Alvarez. Now this fight was in talks to happen in May this year, May 2020, but with the current world crisis, of course that's been postponed, but I'm sure it will happen some point in the future. So I'd like to talk a little bit about this fight. Now, first off, does Billy have any chance at all against Alvarez? Yes, I think he does, for a few reasons, and I'll try and explain those. Now, like Tyson Fury, Billy rises to the occasion when he's faced with a good opponent. Put him in there with someone average and he loses something, but when he's up for it, he's world class. And I don't think we've seen the best of Billy Joe Saunders by a long, long way. People also forget that he was a very skillful and very accomplished amateur boxer. So how does he beat Alvarez, one of the best fighters in the world? Now, many people think it's going to be a fairly easy night for the Mexican. Well, one thing you can count on is a great game plan by Billy's coach, Ben Davidson. Look at the meticulous plan he devised for Fury in his first fight against Wilder. Ben Davidson spent hours and hours watching film of Wilder, and make no mistake, he will do the same for Canelo Alvarez. Every part of Canelo's game will be analysed, and he will work out to the minutest detail a strategy for Billy Joe. Personally, I think Joe and Ben should look at Canelo versus Lara, another southpaw, and adopt some of those tactics. Do not stand in front of Alvarez. Use your hand speed to be first in the exchanges. Establish lead foot dominance. That always gives Joe a chance to exit to his right. Keep the combination short and sweet. 1-2, maybe 1-2-1, in and out. Move on and off the line. Loads of pivots, changes of direction. Do not let Canelo set his feet. Keep him moving. Now Canelo loves to be in front of you, use that great upper body movement to dodge, to slip shots, and then set up his own attack. You cannot let him do that. You cannot let him set his feet and start using his power. Canelo has a great body attack, mostly with his hooks. So Billy must get his jab established early, keep Canelo at range, and as much as possible, stop Canelo from getting inside and working the body. This is paramount, as a concerted body attack can slow you down, sap your stamina in the later rounds, and Joe needs to keep moving and mobile. If Canelo gets inside, tie him up and reset. Now, while I think Saunders has to stick to Davidson's game plan, one thing Saunders does brilliantly is improvise in the boxing ring. Go and look at Billy Joe versus Andy Lee, and look at that beautiful roll under Andy Lee's right hook, and then in one beautiful movement popping up and knocking down Lee with his own right hook. That's genius. Now, another reason I feel Joe could have a really good chance here is if you go and have a look at the Canelo-Kovalev fight. Canelo has put on a fair bit of muscle for that fight. Now, for him to get back down to 168, he would have to lose some of that muscle mass, which in all cases for me has a detrimental effect on a fighter. All the old coaches, or the old school coaches that I work with, always said, if you go up in weight, you don't come down. Now, from my experience, it can have serious effects on your stamina. Look at Roy Jones coming down from heavyweight to 175. Never the same fighter. Kell Brook after going up to fight Golovkin and then coming down again. Never the same fighter. Maybe Canelo is that exception and can get away with it, but he's been going to the well for a long, long time. But for me, in my experience, all that hopping around different weight divisions, going up, coming back down, will catch up with you in time. And Canelo's, like I said, has been going to the well for a long, long time. But maybe he's the one exception. In boxing, there's always exceptions to the rule, and maybe he can do it. Anyway, let's hope this fight finally happens at some point and we get treated to a classic. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. No.